Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. And today we were playing some Agni solo with the Aspect equipped. This is my first Aspect Agni game ever, and my first one on the channel, obviously. And this was one of those things that came out when I wasn't posting as many videos recently, so I missed it in terms of actually getting a recording for it. And obviously, that's not going to be the case any longer. I'm going to make sure to get a Kali Aspect game in, as well as some more Guan Yu, more Kali, more, other gods as well and all that stuff, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I really wanted to showcase this because it's very good. So this Agni aspect, what it does is it effectively makes your basic attacks do damage. Basically, yeah, like they add like a burning effect onto your auto attacks. That's effectively what it is. And it turns out, sorry, what is that absolute game explosion? Sorry about that. It turns out that it's really good if you just build full strength and crit on this character. You can go like more strength than crit and go more of like an ability-based strength build sort of, which is like fine, but I've found that these more auto attack builds are a lot better. And really the main thing and the main idea behind Agni, effectively ADC, is super simple. We're against a Mori, so you know the frames are just going to die this game. But let's get some poke on him. Oh, we missed. Never mind. But the point is, and the idea is that Spectral is the anti-crit item, right? That is what you go. Let's make sure we don't get stunned there. That's what you go into crit to survive as a tank. We missed a minion there. That was really bad. We're having a rough start right now. Let's try to like turn this around a little bit. Remember, my autos are so good that I want to just make sure I'm actually consistent with them. We should be happy if we are. Perfect. Just beads, dash in on him, and stick to the plan. I mean, we full commit. You gotta make sure it works. If not, you fuck it up real bad. But generally speaking, if you're into a hunter and they go crit, the point is you go spectral. Well, the problem with going spectral into a guy like Agni is it's physical defense. So you can still go it and it'll still, mitigate the crit, but you're going a, damage or a defense type that's opposite of the character you're against. So I'm still doing magical damage, you see what I'm saying? And that's a really big issue because obviously if someone is doing, and I need to look for rage here, obviously if somebody's doing magical damage and you build a spectral into them, that's going to still be a pretty big problem. So it makes you, as a tank, have to really overcompensate on the defensive end just to get the same value you would normally into a hunter. So, excuse me, I had to burp there. But yeah, really big issue for tanks. And you'll also find that, generally speaking, what do ADCs lack? Well, most of them either lack good CC immunity, Agni also does, or a good escape. Agni has a pretty good escape, or they lack CC. And that's where Agni really gets powerful because he has CC. He also has a lot of damage. You're going to notice that when you hit some abilities, or when you hit some auto attacks, your next ability will do literally double damage, I believe. So that's pretty awesome. I don't know the exact counter, but that's why my two there did double because we had hit some autos. So pretty sick. Pretty sick thing. But basically what you're going to have is, I know I'm interrupting myself, it's awesome. You're going to have a mage that does a ton of auto attack damage and is effectively an auto attacker, except you have CC, you have stuns, and you have range to create those stuns. My abilities won't generally be hitting very hard as the game goes on. Right now they're just doing decent base damage, really. But the CC component effectively makes me a soul that has a stun. I don't have the safety soul has, but it's still pretty good, man. I mean, you really can't complain. You are a pressure machine on this pick. And yeah, are there definitely like possibilities of there being builds where you can kind of go like, we're getting ganked. Should be fine here though. Are there definitely possibilities, excuse me, of me, I had to lock in, of there being builds where you can go like intelligence and strength together and kind of like get a best of both worlds? Like, definitely. I just don't know one off the top of my head. Also, right there, I would typically recommend, I was kind of just lingering around because I wanted to, I wanted them to try me a bit, but just take the reset. There's no need for me to get my beads wasted for a gank that was obviously still happening, so a little bit silly there, but we got Rage Online. Pretty happy about that. From what I've seen in terms of, like, the best ADCs and stuff playing, When they do go Agni, they just go full crit, full power, just like a regular ADC build, more or less. I don't actually know if you have to go Gilded Arrow. I'm just kind of going it because, well, I think it's kind of like thematically consistent. I think you can go Cowl in ADC, and a lot of Agni players do that, or even Death's Toll. I'm not entirely sure, but I couldn't imagine any of the choices are like actually bad, so I guess just like at your own discretion there. Normally, Mori is a matchup that I really like Agni into, just character to character, and I still think I do, but you know, she does have aspect, and we are auto attack, so our ability punishing is not like maybe as good as it once was. Nem stole the blue buff, that's really good. I'm not there, which is a bit tragic. Maybe I should have been there. I mean, he's very deep. And Midlaner rotated as well, that's tough. He did get the blue at least. All good. Mori ulted as well. I can like look to stun her. And yeah, I mean really I think the important thing is like we don't want to get ourselves caught up in going for a million auto attacks. You just want to make sure we are getting the stun, and then we'll auto attack, and that'll out damage our abilities soon. Maybe not just yet, but like very soon. Again, it's definitely a weird way to play the character. I definitely have never built attack speed on this god, so it's an adjustment for sure. But I think you'll find that these mages, when you do build strength on them in general, or just any guardian or anything, really hit a lot harder with autos than you would ever expect. So it's pretty cool. You know, we had a Raw solo game that just came out recently where we went Triton's Conch early. This was Aspect Raw, and our autos were just hitting really like hard, and you wouldn't expect it. So it's really interesting. I honestly kind of want to, I don't know if do a series is really the right term, but do some more videos where I kind of experiment on getting some strength early, especially on mages, and just kind of, you know, like see how it works, see how it feels, how it does, because it might be a little bit underexplored. Anyways, we'll shove here. I know I'm kind of just playing the farm game, you know, like this guy ended up just rushing Genjis, which is kind of crazy, to be honest, but you know, it's his choice. And we cooked him. Holy shit. I did not think I'd do that much damage. Oh my gosh. So I don't know how this like this double damage thing works. Is it? Oh, it's after 5 stacks. Okay. I guess I don't know. So like 5 autos. That's not bad. Anyways, we're just gonna like shove here. Force the Mori to back. So why not? I'm totally fine with just hyper farming. I mean, remember we are literally like Agni, regardless of how you build it. You're still Agni. So I'll rotate when it feels great, but I also have to like think about how these fights are going to play a little bit different. You know, the big disadvantage of this, and again, I think this Agni aspect is objectively just good, by the way. I don't think there's any arguments to be made that it's a bad aspect. I've seen the strength of it against me, unfortunately, so far, and it looks pretty damn good. But the weakness is that we don't have this opportunity to do some like crazy wall damage and shit like that. And as a result, you know, a lot of mid laners like Merlin, Zeus even, we can really struggle into just because we kind of will get hit from a range, and normally where we would hit back from a range and do a lot of damage, now we're just going to be, you know, hitting bombs for 100, and then, you know, it's all on the auto attack. So we're just kind of like gaining the limitations of a hunter, which is just slightly shorter range, and that can be a really big weakness. That doesn't mean the pick is bad or anything like that, just something I have to keep in mind, because if I'm playing around walls looking for bomb sneaks on people, it's going to do absolutely nothing. So I just really have to keep that in mind. One thing that's great, though, about this Gilded Arrow is we are just farming up even more efficiently. Obviously, we're getting a lot of neutrals and stuff, but getting those on top of everything else has just been really, really great. Let's get some words here. I know, right, guys? A rare game, we actually go some words. I talked about this pretty, maybe not extensively, but once in a while. People will ask, you know, why don't I word more and stuff. Some of it, to be honest, like I can give you like maybe specifics, but a lot of it, just to be totally like genuine, is I'm just lazy. You know, that's really all it is. That's all it's got to be. Beautiful pick. Definitely not the best transform for him in that spot, but I guess he was just kind of fucked at that point. The crit is going crazy. We got 2 rage stacks there, obviously, because we got to kill, 1 for an assist. We got to get 5. But that's obviously helping up our crit chance a good bit. We can look for a blue buff invade. It should be up right now. And yeah, I mean, We just saw what we did to the Mori and to Loki, so if it's just a regular Loki, we know what's going to happen to him. Did the blue. Throw a ward there. Uh-oh, rocks just got picked up. What's that about? I don't know. This thing is tanky. Is he on our blue? What's happening? No, okay, I'm very confused by that. Maybe that was just a rock despawning from the fire thing? It must have been. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, no worries. I didn't even know that ones despawn, but I guess they do. Get some autos here. I mean, honestly, dude, like, just because it's... Whoa, these autos are awesome. Yeah, ADC player, by the way. Not actually. There's a reason. Ooh, we're not critting. It doesn't matter that we got him. Man, those autos were dreadful, but... Like, the base damage from Agni is pretty damn good, you know? Like, I don't want to see his, like, Guardian base damage, but when he, when you're getting double, you're doing a lot. So, shit. Yeah, I had a feeling he might have been near. We're good, though. So we're hitting him very hard with those abilities, you know? And again, that is, like, still, like, an early game type of thing. But I think you can kind of think about Agni aspects sort of like Poseidon aspect, in that it is very much intended to be an early game presser. And, is that a good thing? You know, I hear some people, like, making a big point to say we really dislike that a lot of the mage aspects are kind of just becoming, like, oh, this god is just more of an auto attacker now. And I kind of agree with that sentiment to some extent. I think there's really cool stuff you could have done with Agni that they just unfortunately didn't. Same thing happened, I know it's not a mage, but with Amaterasu, where I really didn't like the aspect they added. What I would say to that is, like, you know, obviously this isn't a... Oh, I'm very dead. Yeah, obvious bait. Good play by him. Oh my gosh, we killed him anyways. It's okay. All right, well, we got a rage finish. That's fine. I'll take that. But what I would say to that is, like, obviously you would like to see maybe some different things, just because I think, for example, like, Agni had so much opportunity to have, like, some really unique kit applications. Like, you guys know the League of Legends character Brand. I feel like they could have probably ripped some stuff off from him. Like with, for example, maybe like Agni's ultimate could be something like Brand's ult in that game, where the aspect would make it so that it's like a fire like link, where if someone's near you, it's like a fireball that bounces to them back to you, and the closer they are, the more it bounces, the farther, the less it bounces. So it makes Agni like a Zeus-esque character where you have to like really be careful about diving him, but his range is like worse. Something like that could be pretty cool. Regardless, though, the aspect is what it is. I would say to people who are really like unhappy with certain aspects is, I think eventually, and this is no time soon, so maybe this isn't really the most great thing to hear, but I think eventually, when all the gods do come out and stuff like that, they'll probably revisit aspects and either adjust some of the existing ones from a design perspective completely, or they'll just straight up add a second aspect to some characters. I could totally see that happening in the future. When you think about it, that happened to Mordred, where they just reshaped his kit into adding the aspect and stuff. So, yeah, this guy's calling enemy missing right. Unlucky. I guess the 1 in 5 Morgan rotated. That's my bad. I'm just gonna shove right. If you're in a spot, if you're in a spot where like you got beaten out in a rotation, you have auto attack damage like this, just split, because we're just gonna get a tier 2. I mean, this guy stole the gold too, so he's just the GOAT. But we're gonna open up the map. And if someone TPs on us, I think we win every 1v1 pretty easily. So yeah. Okay. Well, Sobek I might not be able to kill. But man, look at the CC value. And we do destroy him. Holy crap. I don't know why I'm doing double damage so often. I don't know how this thing works, because that's not every 5 autos. I didn't hit 5 autos on him. I just did double to him like 3 times. Sheesh. Yeah, I don't know. This shit's kind of crazy, dude. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, we can get Deathbringer now when we're back. I do have a lot of crit chance, and I'll get a little bit more with Demon Blade, so I can probably work on just like not building crit anymore. Good kill. I ended up leaving. Yeah, he's probably dead. I didn't want to walk into that team because I knew Merlin was around. If he lives, that's pretty awesome. Morrigan is going even more defense. She's building like a tanky Mori solo, which is... I guess not that uncommon, but I don't think it's great, to be honest. Forced her beads, that's pretty awesome. I don't have the most pen right now, so obviously she's going to be doing okay. But we're going to see how much crit chance we have in just a second once we reset. Because I'm not too accustomed to these items just yet, to be honest. Is he going to keep chasing me? He is. That means I'm getting ganked, huh? Yep. I mean, I'm super dead. It's fine. It's all good. I could have kept running, but I was probably cooked either way. Maybe I should have tried. I don't know. I had fun. We'll go into Deathbringer, like I said. So now crit chance-wise, we're at... what is this, 50%? 65, 85, so we're already at 85%. Once we get this upgrade, we'll be at 100, so no more crit needed. At this point, getting some pen is probably the move, especially with, the Sobek, who's really not too tanky, but even the Mori, like, it's just something. Should want to deal with it. Executioner probably is just, like, the move. I could also go into Titan's Bane. Maybe I should go both. I'm thinking I go Executioner, though, some kind of lifesteal item, and then we go Titans. But I don't know. Not sure why Bacchus is still here. I guess I'll let him get the wave. I don't really care. It's fine. Yeah, why don't we go Xe into... I could go like Xe, Lernean Bow, Lifesteal or something, and just say no need for Titans. I'm not sure if that's like a good idea. Yeah, I really don't know, honestly. Like, I'm not an ADC building savant. I've got genuinely zero clue. Oboe just sounds fun, but I don't know if that's actually a good idea. Oh, he stole it. That's so tragic. He stole it with the bleed from his 3. I suck, guys. That's kind of on me. No. I mean, he's going to die for it at least, but... Yeah, definitely, what is that? Okay. Yeah, that was rough. It's okay. Well, we got 2. Maybe we'll get 3 here. We're going to save our stun. Too bad. Merlin kind of saved his boy. We're going to shove right here. I think he might come up to this blue. Nope. Some people will get really greedy there and go up for that blue buff because they need the gold. He didn't, though, so good play by him. We did lose Pyro. I'll just rotate over to gold. It's like no problem. And, yeah, we're going to just try to get Executioner when we can, but we can rotate for now. Got the coast-to-coast TP. Feels really weird having so much attack speed, though. Gotta say, I'm not getting used to it. Our boy got cooked. Yeah, that's a really bad death. I can try to clean this up. We want to make sure we're not in the line of sight so we can actually like get on him. He didn't see me. It's playable. You can try. That was way easier than I thought it would be. Okay. Wonderful. Got the purple buff. We know we need that. Ooh, could have been close. It's alright. Do you want to get some poke on somebody? Ideally. Oh, but we have to hit some autos. Holy shit. Does he have aspect? He does. Yeah, I need to, like, not fucking miss everything. Holy crap. Well, he plucked in. As awful as I played that, he did pluck in, so... This guy's probably just dead. Yeah. Inting a bit. That's telling me that Loki's around, though. He is, but he's over there. Good. So normally when you see somebody just, like, hard int like that for damage, you're going to get kid dumped, so we're trying to run out back left to live. But I think we're all good, so no problem. I don't know why they're on this tier 1. Huh. I'll let them be. Not sure, but yeah, kind of an int there. We're going to go over here and defend against this Mori. I've got Xe now, so even though she's got some defense, I think we just kind of kill her. Really bad stun by me. Yeah, I should have just held my stun. He should not be looking for this fight, though. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, really just a bad decision from him. We forced his ult for free. I mean, I'm happy with that. That's his beads down. I think we just catch him anyways. Maybe not. Okay, no worries. Well, we got his beads, we got his ult. Definitely fine. I'm gonna get Nagas here. Can get rocks as well. We're worried about a little bit is them doing gold. Could just walk over though. Okay, looks like we're fine. Nice. You know, once I hit 20, like, this starter is such a big buff, so I could, like, rotate a little bit more, but I'm kind of also fine with just anchoring down because I know how, like, impactful that's going to be. We're going to up our gold gain so much, even though we're, like, gaining so much gold already because we're just farming really well. And we'll get, like, 3Ks on 3Ks, and then people just literally will take, like, 1K crits, so it's not a bad plan for us to just kind of chill. Really is not a bad plan. I really do like Gilded. I think it's super underbought. I think in dual lane it might be a little bit bad in the laning phase sometimes, but man, I mean, if you can get it going, you are never unhappy with it. Okay, I'm gonna reset. And I think going some lifesteal is a good idea. I could go Bloodforge. Shit, I'm like really trolling, not just like getting somewhere though. Let's just go Bloodforge. Sorry, I'm like really late. That was very troll. They're owning. This doesn't give attack speed anymore, and I thought it did. I guess they got rid of it. I was just very late, though. It looks like they're having a decent fight, but this is just my fault. Like, I should just be there. I mean, we clean up a kill. Very undeserved, but yeah. I mean, at least we get something, I guess. We're gonna just shove mid. I just sat there in base like a bot. Oh my gosh, he hit that. What a beast. I did not think that was gonna be in range. We're just gonna shove mid, though. Wonderful. This shit is crazy, dude. We'll destroy that because he gets power and int off of that. We can just keep going. Get a mid-Phoenix. He's going to die for the cause, so maybe not. Nice. So that's what you have to be careful for. I mean, obviously this Merlin doesn't hit that hard yet, but like that range differential where he can hit us before we can hit him, we're kind of okay just because we're so fed, but that's going to be a big problem later on in this game if it goes that long. I want to just farm till 20, and then we're going to reset, get our starter, and then do whatever. It'd be kind of smart of them to like try to take advantage of me, like definitely overstaying some, but I just don't think they're like prepared to. They're like not grouped enough. Obviously we hold our stun, that's very important. Okay. I think they're going to go to gold. I doubt they look for a firefight. Just a little bit crazy to do. Okay, they're not going to do either. Now we can just run to gold. Obviously, could we go to fire right now as a team and do it? Like, definitely, but we don't have great secure in our drafts. We're definitely more of a fight draft, and I think when you don't feel very confident in securing an objective on a team comp, just try to do the easier objectives first so you can, like, build a lead, and then it'll make your fire giant, like, fight that you're going to flip a lot easier, right? So if you're, like, able to get up 10k and then pull fire instead of, you know, being up 5k and pulling fire, you'll probably be a lot happier. Maybe you'll be able to get a pick and stuff and all that as well, and you know, everything's just going to go smooth. So just doing easier objectives and stuff, tend to recommend, because obviously there's still impacts, and like you're going to have people like the Sobek who just kind of run in, and you know, even if we lost that, which we didn't, but even if we lost that, Sobek's out of the fight, Rama's completely dead, and yeah, I mean, we're just going to shove left here, get a tier 1, get a tier 2, probably go to fire after. Everything's just like folding in for us right now. So great stuff, really good. Stun this guy. Holy shit, the autos are awesome. It's okay, we still have a bomb. Guys, I play on really high sense, so a lot of the times I play these hunters, man, there's some really good moments and some really ass moments. I won't lie to you. So bear with me on that. It's always been a hunter situation for me. Let's back up here. And we can drop these down and get this left Phoenix pretty easily. I think it'd be good to just leave now. Yeah. I was gonna say maybe we could look for something still, but it's just not really a good idea. We're gonna get Bloodforge, and actually it would have been so crazy if we went early game the Reaper. This shit would have nuked for us, but obviously not gonna go that so late in this match. We'll go Titan's Bane now. I think going Lernean Bow would probably be pretty solid. Odysseus Bow also definitely a solid choice. I just want to have more pen. I've seen a lot of ADCs go XC Titans, and it looks strong, so yeah, probably not a bad idea. Man, we are really starting to get up there though with these auto attacks. This gold gain is still crazy. Knew you couldn't pluck that. Oh, he is so fucked. Oh, are we? No, we're good. That doesn't kill. Like I said, the bombs are horrible now, but that doesn't matter. I'm just gonna run down right. Who's gonna stop me? Sobek's low. That's their only engage on me. I'm totally fine with some working on left. That kind of scared me, I'm not gonna lie, but we still win it, so it's okay. I'm full health. Holy shit, that kind of made me jump. I'm sure you could tell from my voice, but I took literally nothing. That was awesome. We popped Bloodforge obviously for the shield, but like still, that was insane. That's the Mori coming to us from the Phoenix line. Gonna get outranged here. We just leave. Okay, there are 4 collapsing on us. I can hold this angle a little bit. I want to look at the Sobek because he's just like free autos. Too bad. Alright, no worries. Get some damage off on this guy. Good silence attempt there. It was close. I took some poke. I think we're okay with just doing Pyro here. Healing up a little bit, you know, getting some team gold. Oh, we did lose the last Gold Fury. Okay, I thought we got it. I was wrong, though. But we can just get this next Gold Fury and, you know, just keep taking, like, these smaller advantages. Again, like, obviously, is it good to, like, do fire and stuff? Of course. But we're kind of able to play this a little bit patiently. And I have to understand, like, well, I'm very ahead. Our team's not that fed. So, you know, I'm just, like, one person. I can't necessarily always force to fight. I'm cool with it, because, again, like, this is, I think this is one of those big things with this game, Smite 2 in general, that makes it really different from Smite 1. When you used to play backliner solos, or, like, mage solos, or hunter solos, they would really kind of fall off, maybe 20, 25 minutes in the game. But in this game, because, like, there's just so much to do with gold and you have infinite 3k pots and stuff, you just don't run into that issue. You know, that doesn't mean frontliners are bad or anything right now. I think they're fine. Well, this is a really bad fight. But it's not like the end of the world to have a backline solo late game. Yeah, we have super into it. I don't know what they were fighting for, but it's looking a little bit grim. We were missing literally every auto. Okay, we got one. Still okay. I did use my bees, though, which is quite bad. Tried to peel myself using the stun to, like... I fucked that. I did not play that well. Unlucky, boys. It's a disaster. I had to use my beads for the Merlin. I think I just rushed. I thought there was going to be way more damage coming to me quickly, and there just wasn't. Tough stuff, dude. Yeah, definitely a bit of an in. They do have to clear left wave, but I think they're just going to be able to after... I think they're just going to be able to after getting fire. So at least we only forced 4 of them to get it, so it's not as bad, but definitely does suck a bit. I mean, that's not a don't rush in, that's just a don't be there. Like, we're fighting at their, like, back camps for no reason, right? That's just stupid. It's okay, though. Should be alright. We get ourselves a match now, folks, right? That's what matters, I guess. You know, I think obviously anytime you play a pick like this, you're hoping to have as much space as you can to play with. And them having like a Mori makes it a bit awkward, and you know, obviously our drafts being me being solo makes it a bit awkward. So Definitely this god's best role with this type of build is an ADC, but you know, I think one thing I just love about solo is you can kind of make everything work, even if it's not like the most optimized. And yeah, we're running into some of those issues a tiny bit, but some of it also, I mean, like, look, you could definitely make the argument I get out there, or at least take one more with me if I just play that better, so I mean, you can just chalk it down to that sometimes too, right? We're going to shove right. I feel like I can't lose a 1v1 right now, so let's, like, break up their fire time. They can send people and TP2 over or something like that, but if it's 2 over, then we should win the 4v3 on left. I just want to, like, split and make them respond to this. What most likely they'll do is they'll try to just send them Merlin, because he can just, like, outrange and survive. Oh, that was a great pick, by the way. Which, again, if they send Merlin, like, fine, I'll just walk away. It's not a big deal. Like, I think that's the best response they could do. If they send anyone else, they're just going to die. I'm going to put a ward to our left. I think they're spotted over there. I'm just going to keep going. Again, they're just slow to respond. You have to be decisive when you have people splitting like this. Like, there's zero reason we should get this, but we will. Never mind. We poked it, though, and look, we sent 2, so now look at our team. They're barreling down. They have numbers. They have spacing. Now we can shove mid. And again, I'm fine here. They're going to look for us. I'm missing every auto. No. I'm still fine. Just had to hit some. Just had to hit some, but yeah, I thought we'd be okay. We're not shoving mid. I feel like that's a really big miss, by the way. I think we definitely should take the 4-on-2 there. No, dude, I choked. No. I think we definitely should have taken the 4-on-2 there and went mid, but it's okay. Man, I fucked that. I definitely dropped it. Unlucky. So close. Hate to see it. Yeah, really too passive of a call there, though. Doing gold is, like, fine if we don't have those kind of advantages. It's all good, though. We'll look for fire when it spawns. Maybe we'll get a pyro here to weaken one of these phoenixes, make them, like, one-shot. We're about to get a 3k pot to our first one of the game. So that's pretty awesome, and, yeah. We'll carry on from there. This might be a solo kill. No, not quite. Good try. Agni, or that's Merlin. Excuse me, Morrigan ult. It was a good Medusa bomb. Oh, they panic aegis the 100 damage Agni bomb. That's unlucky. It's all good. I think I'm going to sell the Sentry. I want to have this 3k pot for the fight. You know what's actually crazy, by the way? This would never happen, but if we went, like, a ton of 3k intelligence pots, we could actually, like, kind of, you know, use our abilities and own people. I wonder how many you would need for that to, like, be, like, somewhat relevant. Probably 3. Maybe 4. I'm not sure, because we do have, like, we do have pen. So I would say at least 3. But maybe at least 4. But yeah, obviously we're not going to do that. We're just going to build strength. Folks, the autos are getting stronger. We definitely need to get vision on fire. I'll go get some when I reset in a second here. You know, Loki's such a good late game god for the 3k pots he can put on, but because we're just so far ahead from a gold perspective on everybody besides Rama, we're still really ahead of, like, we're gonna be, you know, at a spot where we'll probably have 2 or 3 by the time they get their first ones. So, not too concerned. Just, like, shove this. I really just want to ward fire. I think we're way too deep in a unnecessary place. I'll get a sentry. And, yeah, it's all about just, like, trying to get some autos off to cast on somebody, be it the Sobek or even finding the Loki on a flank. I mean, I'm ahead enough of him that I can just look for him. I think it's totally a fine call. So, as long as I can just get some damage off, like, reasonably and not just, like, get shit on for it, it's a good play. Whoever that may be. I'll hit anybody pretty hard. I just have to, like, be in a space to get them off. Again, I think we're making a bit of a mistake here. It's good that they forced it, but what we should do is we need to hit fire. Oh, he's just inting. Okay, I lied. Whoa. Guys, I'm only using Agni abilities. What the hell? Yeah, so what I was gonna say is that I think we're just diving too hard and we need to like leash them onto the objective. You know? We're chilling, but it's very messy because we're not just pulling it. We want to pull it, let them come in, and then our guys can go on them. You know what I mean? And we'll let some autos in because they can't dive us, but they're getting damage off because we're diving them, and that's just not needed. Lucky guy. It is a 4v4 now. I feel like this guy's just inting. Okay. It's my beads down, which sucks a bit, but don't care that much. A lot of damage on the Mori. Good kill on the Rama as well. We should be able to shove here. Beautiful. Our guy's 1 health. No. What is happening, dude? It's so buggy when she does that. I'm so confused. I think the server's just like exploding. That's not me. If it's my internet or something, I'll always let you guys know, but that's not even my computer. That's just the server being a little shit, so apologies for that, but we got him. And that's great. Should be able to just do fire here. I have a second 3k pot. Left wave's also shoving. They'll get a Phoenix. They have to... The Loki's just going to have to run straight. I'm just going to do this, I think. I don't even care. Yeah, this is a 2 3k pot, 100 crit moment, huh? Pretty damn easy. If the Sobek walks, I actually can't get this, so I think he is walking. I'm not sure why Medusa's not here, but it's all good, I guess. Oh man, yeah, I didn't want to risk it, because if Sobek shows up and I'm like really low, and it's really low, he's got Sunder, anything can happen. Just don't risk it. Man, it's just actually another wash. That's kind of foul. Oh dear. Alright. Well, let's just get a third 3k pot then. If it's gotta be that, it's gotta be that. Again, we know how to win this game, but I'm not gonna get myself frustrated trying to force them to do it. You know, I'm totally fine with getting a billion player damage and losing if it comes to it. Just ranked. We'll get another like aggressive ward. I'd love to get Pyro here just to again weaken a Phoenix and just get us another bomb. But if it comes to a mid fight, you know, we're somewhat prepared, I guess. I'm gonna get a stun on this Mori and just auto her. Man, yeah, a little bit bad by me there. I mean, we did force a shell. Just way too deep here, unfortunately. Really good play by the Hades. I mean, they did a good job diving in terms of getting damage off, but we really don't need to like do these chases. It's a trade and it's fine, but we have the better draft to just like let them come to us. That's the only point I'm making. I don't think these players are like bad. They're just being a little like panicked, I guess. Maybe amped. That's the better word. Good job, though. We still got a mid Phoenix. It's still decent. I can probably, like, carve out a right Phoenix soon. We're going to, like, play a bit of a corner here and look for a pick on this Loki. Or really whoever walks to us. We see Sobek, Merlin going left. Loki's going to go here. Yep. And, maybe we can get this. We'll see. I mean, even if not, we can just, like, kind of go to fire now. Finally, I think. Yeah, they've got a clear mid. This Loki's dead for a long time. Our boys are going to come back. It's going to be a 5v4. Again, we hit the objective, they come to us, and then we get off the objective and we kill them. That's all. But if we don't hit the objective, they don't need to walk up. See, that's the whole point. Or they don't need to walk in deep enough. That's the point. So I'm going to let the Hades start it. And yeah, we don't really want to flip this, so if Sobek walks in, we kill him. But don't think that's going to happen. So, Fire Giant secured. I'll take this, I guess, and we'll get a third 3k pot. We can head over to gold, make sure those left and right Phoenixes are extremely weak, And I think we're locking in a win here in just a second. Third 3K, dude. Let's see how much we're hitting for. It's got to be a whole lot, especially with fire now. Probably like at least 1,000 per auto. Okay, well the minions is not really like a good indicator because their defense scales up. We'll see. We'll see. It's a whole lot. That's what matters. This purple's up. I'm gonna take it. Oh, it is. You best believe it. Oh, that's a beauty. All right. Should never be dashing like that, by the way. That's incredibly stupid. Because good players will, like, set traps and just kind of, like, full commit on this gold or around this gold to try to, like, get a cheese pick. It's not happening, though, so that might be telling of this lobby. Who knows? We're going to head over here. Again, the point is, like, we'll try to get some damage off and stuff. You've got to be really careful about the fact that, like, they have a lot of spread damage to defend with. But we did force some worry beads right there. Midwave is shoving, so the Merlin damage is scary, but it's not, like, invincible here. They've got to clear mid. Mori, one of their, obviously gods doesn't have a relic now. It's definitely a weakness, so let's try to take advantage of it. Oh, he was really trying right there. But Sobek's going to get super poked, and with that, we should just push. I mean, that's like all the space we need. We're going to get left here for free. They ended up just picking the Merlins, so that's awesome. Did lose two, which is a little rough, but honestly, I kind of... Oh, what a great flop. I kind of don't care. You hit an auto on him. He's very low. This is the Mori. Doesn't matter. Just falls down. Gonna make sure I don't by accident use my dagger. I'm just gonna use Bloodforge now. Wasn't critting there. And the dagger here. I don't know how I wasn't critting the Loki though. That was crazy. Alright, we're fine. We end. Yeah, how was I not critting him though? I have 100%. Well, I don't know. Crazy stuff, but I think we just end here, so it's all good. 24, 4, and 6. Really good Agni game. A little stressful there, but that was fun. Would have had a fourth 3K pump. Maybe we should have just backed. Who knows? But yeah, 24 and 4. One of the better Smite 2 games we've had from a performance standpoint. I'm going to guess we did 85,000. 78, so not quite as much, but really high gold per minute. A lot of damage, and yeah, fun stuff. I mean, we managed to make it work. So thank you guys for watching. As always, Agni ADC, very, very powerful, even in the solo lane. Make sure to give it a shot. And yeah, we'll see you all soon, I guess. Yeah, thank you so much. Peace, peace.